This world is out of balance. Spirits grow restless.
I am reborn again and again. I am the will of the Emperor. I am Death's hand.
This world is out of balance. Spirits grow restless.
I am reborn again and again.
Всем добрый вечер. Мы возвращаемся в Нефритовую империю, мою самую любимую игру BioWare. На втором месте Котор, естественно. А на третьем, наверное, Mass Effect. Именно как трилогия. Не какая из отдельных игр, именно как трилогия. Ну что, в прошлый раз мы пережили разрушение нашей школы, где мы изучали кунг-фу и все остальное. К сожалению, там вроде бы как никто не выжил. Прямо как с Тарисом.
Make your way south across the bridge and onto Tien's Landing.
You should get going to Tien's Landing. Zeus said it was through a bridge into the south. Do you feel that? Something is here. Something that hates the living.
Legendary strike.
You fell from the sky, but despite the maddened spirits here, you will benefit. A spirit monk was here long ago, fleeing the destruction that orphaned you. He carried a piece of your amulet. It was separated, broken apart, so your enemies could not find it easily. You have the first piece. It trains your abilities now. The second piece fell here with its minder, hidden until waters receded. A guardian protects it, waiting to test and serve you. The third piece awaits discovery in a distant lair. These 3 pieces are physical, but there is one more. It cannot be found, only earned. This final piece is all that will save you in the end.
Are you all right? You fell over after the fight. There was something here, but I couldn't see it clearly.
Вот эта красивая музыка, которую вы сейчас слышите, это тема водяного дракона. Я уже говорил на своем самом первом стриме, самое большое улучшение после первого Коттера в Нефритовой империи при диалоге с каждым ключевым персонажем играет его ключевая, его главная тема, его музыкальная тема, его или ее музыкальная тема. Все, я уже заговорился. Вот. И это была тема водяного дракона.
You saw a vision? Strange that I could not make it out. Strong spirits are usually quite clear to me. Please tell me if you have any more. We shouldn't stay here. It isn't safe. There's so much pain and suffering in this place that I can barely think. What did Zeus say again? A clearing near Tian's Landing across the bridge in south? It sounds simple enough. Lead the way and I'll follow.
Секундочку, я допустил серьезную ошибку, не поменяв игру. Все, вот теперь я должен правильно отображаться на Твиче. Так. Я же до этого стримил Mortal Kombat 9. Вот. А так как... Что интересно, у Mortal Kombat 9 нету категории на Твиче отдельной. Поэтому мне пришлось выбирать МК1. Потому что технически Mortal Kombat 9 это как бы тоже Mortal Kombat 1. Первый Mortal Kombat у NetherRealm Studios, только там цифры в названии нет. Официально. Так вот, в Коттере вот этого очень сильно не хватало, чтобы у каждого персонажа была своя музыкальная тема. Хотя, по-моему, в саундтреке при этом там вроде бы как есть треки, которые, ну, называются там, например, тема Бастилы. Она играет в квартире нотариусе, в которой вы с картом оказываетесь в самом начале игры. Там играет тема Бастилы. Тут, кстати, вот что интересно, тут нету спринта в этой игре, но есть... Ну, как сказать, официально спринта нет, но есть бег в режиме фокус. И вот тут меняется анимация бега, мне вот это нравится. Ускоряешься, и еще при этом меняется анимация бега. Так. Этот мост мы потом с обратной стороны откроем, если я правильно помню. Камера, пожалуйста. сожалению, игра не идеальная. Прям в ней заметны всякие косяки. Вот. Потому что, если я не ошибаюсь, то ее торопились выпустить из-за того, что... Так, какая же там причина была? В общем, изначально, насколько я знаю, это должна была быть игра для Xbox 360. А в итоге ее то ли заставили, то ли что, выпустить на первом Xbox. Студию.
Stop where you are. Death's Hand should know better than to send his minions out alone. It is clear that you are one of his hirelings, or perhaps one of Gao the Greater's marauding pirates. You will pay for the crimes you have committed. Don't waste your last breath on lies. I didn't get there in time to help anyone, but I saw you lead the massacre in Two Rivers. Clearly you were involved. Death's Hand went too far in ordering its destruction, and Gao the Greater sought to profit from it. My retribution will end with them, but it will begin with you.
Focus. You won't see me.
Enough! The way you move seems odd. A flaw I cannot see, perhaps? But you are better than I expected. You might even beat me, if I allowed such insolence. You are too skilled to be just a hireling. Death's Hand would view such ability outside his assassins as dangerous. And Gao the Greater prefers his servants docile.
Благодарю за follow, Smokins.
So it would appear. You lack their branding. But if you are not one of them, who are you? A monk? A mercenary? A bandit? You chase a great evil, larger than you realize. Leave and you may survive. Others have tried to face Death's Hand, but were destroyed, as Two Rivers was.
Я знаю, что я старый. Я буквально вот сейчас днем и утром погуляю, и когда я домой возвращаюсь, у меня болят ноги. Ступни, если быть точнее. А иногда и колени ноют. Да, возраст уже не тот. Что поделаешь?
Your honor sends you toward peril, but you do not flinch from it. A trait of fools, and perhaps the occasional hero. I also seek answers from Death's Hand and his minions. If you truly oppose him, you will need to find your way to the Imperial City. Of course, only the Lotus Assassins can come and go as they please, thanks to Gao. Travel routes by land and water are blocked, but they use wind maps and flyers to further their goals here and in the surrounding forest. Perhaps, if you are capable, we will meet again. I wish you good luck, but you will need far more than that to survive. Farewell.
Как же я люблю эту игру. Эту атмосферу фильмов про кунг-фу. Так, мне надо будет вот следовать этому знаку, но для начала мы разведаем все здесь.
This area is off limits. Intruders will be executed. I am a soldier of the Imperial Army, sent by Death's Hand to destroy anyone foolish enough to enter this place. Unfortunately, this includes you. Kill the peasant.
Legendary strike. Wait, stop! I'm not your enemy. I swear by my ancestors, I'm not your enemy. I'm not even a soldier. Even though I wear this uniform, I'm no soldier. My name is Chen Yi. I'm just a simple peasant from the town of One Stone. These soldiers passed through my village a few weeks ago. One of them angered the Lotus assassin who was in charge, and the assassin killed him. As I was coming back in from the fields, they grabbed me to fill his place. They put this uniform on me, bloodstains and all, and told me I was in the army. Thank you, noble one. You are most merciful, and I honor you. My whole family honors you. Of course, Great One. I will return to my village and lead an upright life of farming and praying. Thank you for sparing me. Thank you.
You showed great compassion to that poor man. I am glad to see you can be merciful as well as strong.
Супер, земля подождет. Сначала надо спасти нефритовую империю. Супер земля там уже настолько разрослась, что у меня на нее сейчас места нет. Там 135 гигов она весит теперь. Я же ее снес относительно давно.
There is something dangerous beyond these gates. The spirits here are troubled.
Так, туда пока что не идем. Но я слышал, да, то, что там сейчас кроссоверы с Halo 3 ODST. Потом что еще? Теперь там можно спускаться в подземные ульи. Что-то вот типа такого.
Ah, you found your way. Good. I decided there wasn't much point in staying with the flyer. It's not going to get much worse in my opinion. Here, I salvaged this gem out of some sort of power source. I imagine you will have some use for it. Now that we're here, we should see if anyone knows anything about flyers. Maybe whoever is in charge of the town can help us get underway again. I will stay here at this new camp unless you need me. It seems like a good enough place to base ourselves out of.
Какая же тут разруха. Неудивительно, что люди концы с концами сводят. Но ничего, мы это исправим.
I can't believe Two Rivers is gone. It was home. The people there were the only family I've known. And now, they're all gone.
I understand, Dawnstar, but the path you are on may lead to even darker places. You must prepare yourself.
I don't want to think like that. We will set things right. We have to.
Returning your friends was never an option, but there are a great many more things that you can lose.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help. No, I didn't have anything pressing on my mind. Although your company is always welcome. We seem so far from anything familiar. Strange enemies, troubling plots. I will be glad when we can leave this place to find Master Li. Be well, my friend.
Yes? Is there something you want? I can assure you that I no longer share an allegiance with them. It was a short dalliance that ended on poor terms. I won't discuss that. Perhaps I will say more when I know your motives better, but for now my past is my own. I'm not concealing anything that will harm you or your cause. You and Dawnstar have my full support, but my past is my own affair. Goodbye then.
Я знаю, какие тайны за ним таятся. Там будет относительно неожиданный поворот.
Nara irfonir wonu kanawa ofair kanu wonu.
Mother and I are getting out of this town. If you have any sense, you'll do the same.
Akwakwak wo sosonia sonok fonia sisaya naukok. Sisaya irfogoso no koso ayeria. Sire kanoa fwanuir.
It's sure to be more exciting than this dead place.
Konio kioia kawaia wo kawaia watita osia kwanif nipawir. Pieria uksaya sinini sisaya rusta atapafawir sumpuno ko suir toeruk.
Ни в чем себе не отказывая, приглашаю в гости на просмотр Супермена от Гана. Уже глянул и заявляю, что это будет интересный вечер и жаркая дискуссия. Это мой первый донат, потому надеюсь, что великий Кирью не спасует от такого интересного предложения.
Спасибо большое, но нельзя забывать и то, что Кирью Казама, он еще принципиальный человек. Он следует определенному кодексу. И за свои слова отвечает. Если я сказал, что не буду смотреть Супермена Ганна, то так тому и быть. Но большое спасибо за донат. 101 Далматинец — это, кстати, один из моих любимых фильмов детства. Вот его я бы с тобой посмотрел и обсудил.
Ukir neko sise sayer wosayer nifuyer. Sisayer ifok woso no koso ayeria. Sayer kanoa fwanuyer. Woyower apafawayer sisier sisitul tok. Woyer wakwak finir sier. Akwakwak wo sosonia sonok fonia sisaya nawakok. Wo tawa yer kupir kawir nakawir ipduki.
Those pirates must be Gao the Greater's men. We know that he has holdings near here, and he has flyers.
Pieryer uksayer sinini sisayer rusta atapafawir sumpuno ko suir toerok. Sisayer ifok woso no koso ayeria. Sayer kanoa fwanuir. Pawoyer astir wo sayer ithasaya wa kawishir. Wo tawa yer kupir kawir nakawir ipduki. Wo nipier uksayer sisini nisayer busta, wo ifuer uksunok nokawayer.
Ну что я могу поделать, Дим? У меня нет абсолютно никакого желания тратить ни время, ни деньги на злой дом элов. Пусть Ган оставит это себе.
Ukir neko, sise sayer, wosayer nifuyer. Noni wo sayer tar, wo ignisaro kunkna. Noni wo sayer tar, wo ignisaro kunkna. Uyo we apafawa yer sisi tu to. Wo yer wak finir sier. Koni o kioia kawaia wo kawaia watita osia kwanif nipawia.
Фух. Так. Какой там квест я получил? Ага. Окей. Уф. В этой деревушке будет много активности.
Out of our way, woman. In this town, we don't step aside for you. You step aside for us.
The peasants of this village may cower before you, but I do not. If you are smart, you will apologize for your behavior and walk away.
Don't tell me what to do. You think I won't hit a woman? You have to learn your place. This whole town has to learn its place. What are you looking at? This doesn't concern you. Time to teach you all a lesson.
Legendary strike. Focus.
I was back at the camp when I heard the sounds of battle. I got here as fast as I could, though obviously I arrived too... Hui, what are you doing here?
It's been a long time, Zhu. I haven't seen you since that night. I did as you asked. The child is safe. I made sure of that.
I know. After we spoke, I followed you. I wanted to be sure she was given a good home. You did well, Hui. Hui and I knew each other long ago. She was a soldier, and I needed her help. There was a child, an orphan. I knew Hui could find a good home for her. She was just a girl. Her parents were dead. I couldn't look after her, and I knew Hui by reputation. I knew she would find a good home for her. She's safe. That's all you need to know. She doesn't concern you. Besides, we don't have time to worry about something that happened almost 20 years ago.
Yes, those are old worries. Thank you for your actions today. Even if these men were no real threat, just simple sailors frustrated at the shallow river that holds them here. There are pirates in the area, and they pose a far greater danger. You will likely encounter them, especially if you are the one I am waiting for. As Sagacious Zhu mentioned, my name is Hui. Tell me, young man, what is your master's name? I have waited here many years for the arrival of one special fighter. Your master, Sun Li, bid me to wait until you, his protege, came seeking information.
So it's true. Master Li really is the Emperor's brother. I wish I had known.
He is gone, isn't he? Taken by the Lotus assassins just as he thought. He knew they were always searching. They are right to fear him and his legacy. The glorious strategist was certain the path to the Imperial City would bring you here. He was also very specific about how I present my information to you. You must be ready. I served under Sun Li and was one of a few soldiers he trusted enough to contact after Dirge fell. Li knew the events there would have great consequences. He told me of the weeks-long siege and how spirit monks were slaughtered so his brother could take their temple. It was madness. The Emperor killed the water dragon itself.
The water dragon? The shepherd of the dead, a goddess of rebirth. To try and steal her power, to even think it could be attempted. Has any mortal ever shown such arrogance?
There are many beings that exist beyond our experience. The heavens are governed by a celestial bureaucracy. Each facet of existence is managed by a specialized attendant. Most appear to have little influence, but some, like the water dragon, have a portfolio that grants exceptional status. She was said to have governance over the Great Wheel. She was not a maker, but all life that ended passed her gaze before returning to the Earth in another form. Sun Hai sought rebirth for his empire at the cost of the natural order. Her body was taken to the palace as a grim trophy of the power that ended the long drought. All the while, the people hailed the Emperor as a hero, ignorant of the price. Even a god is not invincible. They have their place and it can be challenged. Sun Li could not stop the slaughter of the spirit monks. He fled the battle with you in his arms. Most believe Sun Li fell at Dirge, a lie spread by the Emperor. A handful of us knew that he lived, and we also learned the terrible price of his rebellion. Li's wife was with child, his daughter born in the Imperial Palace while he was at Dirge. He never saw her. Within weeks of the siege, the Emperor had Li's family executed.
Executed? Murdered? The Lotus assassins were to cut them down. A mother and newborn child. I have no doubt that order came from Death's Hand himself.
He probably didn't think his family would be harmed, but even had he known, he might still have saved you. Li knows you have a destiny to fulfill. You're the last of your kind. The natural order has been disrupted. There is much to say, but first I was instructed to impart some very specific knowledge. Your master was very clear.
You can trust we, so I don't think there's any reason for me to stick around. I'll be back at the camp if you need me.
Zhu is an honorable man. Not a good man, perhaps, but an honorable one. Now to your training. A brief description will reinforce in your mind the style you saw me use. Certain lessons had to be withheld until you were ready for the attention they will bring. Sun Li taught me so that I would teach you. I must train you in Spirit Thief. Magic and weapons tire you. Draw on them too much and you could be left defenseless. Spirit Thief restores your chi, prolonging your ability to fight or ignore wounds. It is especially useful when enemies are immune to basic martial attacks, when you must use magic or weapons. It can even immobilize a foe, allowing time to recover even more. This short lesson should be enough for now. Come speak with me in the tea house. We will talk of your master and more.
Вот это очень полезный стиль. Потому что, да, чи — это очень ценный ресурс во время битв. И поэтому иметь стиль, который... Он хоть и не наносит урона, но зато с каждым ударом восстанавливает тебе энергию. Да, в каком-то смысле тут у тебя может быть практически бесконечная чи.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help. No, I didn't have anything pressing on my mind. Although your company is always welcome. We seem so far from anything familiar. Strange enemies, troubling plots. I will be glad when we can leave this place to find Master Li. Be well, my friend.
Ну что ж, вот и раскрылась пока что одна из тайн основного сюжета. Как мы выяснили, император Сун Хай, если не ошибаюсь имя его, он убил водяного дракона. Тем самым нарушил естественный порядок вещей, и поэтому мир наводнили призраки, которые не могут упокоиться. И теперь нам надо исправить это злодеяние.
Please excuse me. I know I shouldn't be crying in public like this, but I just can't help it. Please, I'm just a humble woman. My name is Seamstress Lawn, and I have a problem I don't know how to solve. I thought you could help, but I was afraid to speak to you. It's my fiancé, Baker Bay. Every day a group of thugs attacks him and beats him up. He tries to avoid them, but they find him wherever he goes. The beatings are getting worse. I'm terrified they're going to kill him. After I saw you take on those sailors, I thought, well... But there isn't! My poor Bay has done nothing to these men. They attack him for no reason at all. Please, you have to help him. I beg you. Thank you so much, kind sir. You don't know what this means to me. If our firstborn is a boy, he shall have your name. Bay is down at Beggar's Pier right now in the southeast corner of town. If you hurry, you can probably get there before the thugs attack him today.
Это очень забавный сайд-квест в итоге окажется. Дело в том, что этот пекарь Бэй одной девочке в детстве, когда они были, ну вот буквально вот малыши, пообещал, что типа женится на ней. Вот. Он-то типа это уже все забыл. Он уже, ну, повзрослел, женился на женщине другой. А она-то типа это запомнила. Вот. И это она вот посылает этих бандюков, так сказать, чтобы, ну, в качестве наказания за то, что он типа не сдержал свое слово. Да, такая вот нелепица.
You're a stranger here, aren't you? I know everyone in Chan's Landing, and I've never seen you before. I would remember you. You should turn right around and leave this town. Trust me. I am Gufu, Great One. Some call me Gufu the Sweet, though I don't know why. I usually smell like the fish I sell. Perhaps they are making fun of me. But now, there are no fish to sell. I have lived in Tien's Landing all my life, but now, I'm ashamed to say, I wish I lived somewhere else. Everything in Tien's Landing is falling apart. Sheng, the local minister, is helpless to deal with all our troubles. You should get out while you can. You don't know? The Great Dam has been opened, and now the river's level has dropped. It's too low and fast to navigate. Without the river, we are nothing. The merchants can't buy goods from the Imperial City. The traders can't sell to the outside world. The men cannot fish, and our children go hungry. And if that wasn't bad enough, we have the pirates to worry about too. They've been raiding the countryside, taking prisoners to sell into slavery. The dam is downriver from us. When it was closed, it slowed the flow of the river, causing it to back up and the water level to rise. But with the dam open, the water drains away too quickly, and our river, the lifeblood of this town, has become a trickle. The river has no fish, and the ships can't navigate it. Take care of yourself, stranger, and be glad that you do not live in Tien's Landing.
Ничего, я еще верну жизнь в этот городок.
Who let you back here? Bad enough I must work with incompetence. I don't need you walking through my kitchen. Do thugs like you think you can just walk back here for food any time? If I wanted human interaction, I'd have a kiosk in the square. Or maybe a trough.
Why a trough? Well, we don't feed the animals, Mr. Tay. That's handled by the farmers.
Step back, Mr. Wong. You just step back. A polite response from one of you strangers? Go on, don't waste your respect on me. I'm no high minister. I just cook. Then go walk around it. I do not waste my time collecting rumors. Everybody eats. That is all I need to know. Spirit world. You are talking about stories for children. I believe what I see. If I see it, it is real. Very simple. If you want some deeper discussion than that, go to a temple. Me, I will stay here and cook for the living. I hear stories just like everyone else, but they are always told by some scared farmer who wouldn't know the wind from a howl. I believe what I see. That's enough. Me? There's nothing to know about me. I cook for ungrateful people who do not understand what good food is.
Your palate is very sophisticated, Mr. Tay. Some say your dishes are, acquired tastes.
No, I am quite certain that the problem is with the customers. If you wish to keep your position, Mr. Wong, you will smile and nod. Mr. Wong is here to cut the vegetables and heft the rice bags. His job does not include criticizing the menu. I am the head chef. He is nothing.
But I am learning. I will train hard to become the best chef I can.
There's a small chance he could become slightly more than nothing, but I've seen no sign of it as yet. Some people are heroes, some merely clap as heroes walk by. Good. I need to concentrate on the menu. You want to eat, you'll leave me alone.
Так, если не ошибаюсь, вроде бы у его помощника можно сайд-квест получить. Но это не точно.
You really shouldn't be here. Mr. Tay does not like others to observe him working.
Ну что ж, Значит, я все-таки ошибся тогда. Идем за другими сайд-квестами в этой локации. Их тут будет достаточно. Уютная такая деревушка по атмосфере, по расположению. Вот, кстати, из-за того, что это уровень воды упал, они не могут не уплыть, и к ним не могут приплыть. Вот с этим нам и надо будет им помочь. Если у NPC нету имени, то с ним, скорее всего, поговорить нельзя. Так, здесь, по-моему, можно... Да, вот в этой бочке что-то должно быть. Угу. Визуально, конечно, игра звезд с неба не хватает, но атмосфера решает в данном случае многое. Так.
Hello, and welcome to Chuman's Woodcrafts. I'm afraid I don't have any woodwork items ready right now. My inventory's a bit understocked. I'm Chuman the Craftsman. Nobody important, just a simple merchant of fine woodwork items. A merchant who may not be in business much longer, I'm afraid. There are several customers who owe me money, but with the dam open, times are hard. I can't expect them to pay me when they can't even feed their families. And if they don't pay me, I can't afford the raw materials to make my woodwork. It's a difficult situation, but I'm trying to make the best of it. No, that won't be necessary. I don't want to cause any trouble for my customers. I'm sure they'll pay me eventually. At least, I hope so. You might be right. I'm a fine craftsman, but I'm not much for business. I extend credit too easily, and then I can't bring myself to collect. It's just not in my nature. A noble offer, but I must refuse. Prospects for my shop are poor right now. I can't allow you to risk losing your investment. No, things will have to work out on their own. Farewell.
Такое ощущение, как будто этот персонаж, он типа какой-то вырезанный контент, потому что... Ну, такое ощущение, как будто вот это вот задание должно было быть. Ну вот. Поработать коллектором вместо него, но почему-то он это задание мне не дает.
Welcome, stranger! Welcome to beautiful Tian's Landing. Isn't it a glorious day? Oh, I know. People complain and grumble, but honestly, I think they're overreacting. Things can't be that bad, right? After all, you're here. If the town was truly doomed, would we still be getting visitors? Ha! I think not. In fact, I think your presence here is a sure sign that things are looking up. Soon, all our problems will be solved. It's just like I kept saying. Things will get better, they always do. It's like my father used to say, the greater the problem, the greater the solution. I'm sure it'll all work out. Denial? Preposterous! Sure, half the people have moved away, and those who stayed have mostly given up hope, and the entire town is running out of food and silver. But does my optimism mean I'm in denial? Of course not! I mean, none of the buildings are on fire, right? See? Something good. Just like that, right off the top of my head. I admit that some see our Imperial Minister Shang as, well, not entirely competent or capable of dealing with our problems. But somehow things will work out. They always do. Enjoy your stay in wonderful Tien's Landing, where things are never as bad as they seem.
Человек, у которого стакан наполовину полон. Так, ну что, зайдем тогда в чайный домик. Так, кстати, сейчас будет классная сценка, и меня научат тому, что я типа могу во время боя подбирать различные предметы и использовать их в качестве оружия.
Good, you're here. We can continue where we left off before.
You've got unfinished business with us first.
There are important matters at hand, yet you fellows keep interrupting. I'm surprised you're this eager to get another beating so soon.
This time we brought some friends to even up the odds.
Кунг-фу разборки в чайном домике. Это классика.
Legendary strike.
Focus. 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 Focus.
Во. Ножки от стула подобрал.
You certainly look like Lee's top student, though there's something odd about how you fight. I can't put my finger on it. It doesn't matter. The sailors won't bother us again. We can get back to business. Sun Lee gave me instructions to await you if anything should happen. I have prepared for this day for well over a decade. The full extent of what the glorious strategist knows is beyond my mind to comprehend. He is without peer. All I know is that I had instructions to wait for you. Sun Lee asked me to seek a piece of a special amulet he wanted you, his prized pupil, to have. It was broken apart and scattered when the spirit monk temple fell. He intended to, and I assume he did, give the main piece to you. Rumor placed a smaller part with a fleeing apprentice monk, but it had been some years and the trail was cold. I eventually learned the monk had fled to Old Tien's Landing. He was there a year or so, but died of lingering injuries and was buried with his possessions unsorted. It was rushed at the time because the new dam was due to close and Old Tien's would become a watery tomb. The amulet was beyond reach, so I came here and waited. Now the Lotus assassins have drained the lake and exposed the ruins of Old Tien's Landing. It seems they are searching for this piece of the spirit monk amulet too. The Emperor is privy to much. I don't know his motives, but any aid to you is likely a threat to him. You must go to the ruins and find the amulet piece meant for you. I choose to believe that my service was valuable and vital. You would have come here eventually. The amulet would draw you at least. It is coming on 15 years now. As I said, I learned the location of the amulet after the monk died in Old Tien's. It has been difficult serving and waiting in silence. Remember, go to the ruins and claim the amulet before the Lotus Assassins do. You will need it to survive the trials that lie ahead.
Так. Здесь сейчас будем выполнять квест, который можно выполнить, ну вот буквально в рамках этого чайного домика. И связан он будет вот с этой пожилой дамой.
Hello, young one. My name is Quan, but everyone calls me Old Mother Quan. I'd like you to call me that too, okay? Welcome to my tea house. Oh, that's not right. No, not anymore. Sorry about the confusion, dearie. What I meant to say was, welcome to Master Dutong's tea house. Yes, I owned the tea house for many, many years. At least I thought I did. But then Master Dutong came to town with that imperial writ. Oh my, wasn't that a shock? Turns out his family owns this land. They have for hundreds of years. The land is his along with everything on it, so now he owns my tea house too. He was nice enough to let me stay on here as a helper. I steep the tea. Yanwan takes the orders, and Master Dutong, well, he mostly just drinks his wine. Now, why would I do such a thing? I can't even imagine anyone being so horrible they'd forge an imperial writ. No, I'm sure the land belongs to Master Dutong.
Наивная.
No one knew. This was just an empty patch of rock for hundreds of years. Who would have thought the Empire had deeded it to anyone? But Master Dutong came along with his writ. That is very nice of you, my child, but what could you do? I would love to have my tea house back, but it belongs to Master Dutong now. You can't argue with an imperial writ. All this talk is just the rambling of an old woman. Put it out of your head and enjoy yourself. It may not be mine anymore, but this is still a fine tea house.
If you want tea, have a seat. The serving girl will be by directly if I don't fire her first, the useless wench. I should have replaced her the day I took over this tea house. I am Three Sheets Dutong, proud owner of this quaint little tea house. I recently acquired it from old Mother Quan, the elderly lady steeping tea over there in the corner. Oh, certainly. The Imperial writ is 400 years old, and I just carry it around with me all the time and show it to complete strangers. Please. The writ is locked safely away, as I told Mother Quan. I'm not about to bring it out on your request. Now, if you will just leave me to my drinking. What a truly horrible thing to say to me, especially when I'm sober. The very notion that I, Three Sheets Dutong, could do such a thing is, well, it is unthinkable.
You want me to teach this troublemaker a lesson, boss?
Don't be an idiot. You saw what happened in the fight with those sailors. I don't need you lying unconscious on the floor. That's my job. After Steeper Yanru brings me my wine. Your accusations grow tiresome, stranger. You have no proof that I cheated old Mother Quan, and I don't see any reason to continue our conversation. So thank you, and goodbye.
Ничего, сейчас мы ему развяжем язык, и он заговорит как миленький. Мы восстановим справедливость и вернем домик этой бабушке.
Hello, greetings, welcome. My name is Steeper Yanru, and I'll be... No, that's not right at all. Idiot! I'm Barkeep Yanru now, not Steeper Yanru. I'm sorry about that. I still can't get the hang of this new position. Sometimes I wish old Mother Quan still owned the tea house so things could go back to the way they were. That Imperial writ has caused us no amount of grief. Mother Quan lost her tea house. Waitress Yanwan is busier than ever, and I spend all day giving out foolish advice. Mother Quan saw it, though her eyes aren't too good. Most of us didn't bother to give it a look since hardly anyone in the town can read anyway. What? You mean it wasn't real? That means Mother Quan should still own the tea house. Problem is, Dutong's already shown everyone the writ and now he's got it locked away. If you're right, he'd never bring it out again. There's no way to prove he cheated Mother Quan. That might work. It would probably help if you get him drunk first. That's something I can help you with. Dutong's always having me send over wine. Usually I mix it with water so he doesn't get too drunk too fast, but I could start sending it to him unmixed. It won't be quite that easy. I've watched Dutong for quite a while, and when he's drinking, he usually goes through 3 stages of drunkenness. Dutong gets very friendly when he starts to drink. You might get a confession out of him then, but I doubt it. He's not really all that drunk at that stage. Usually after about 7 bowls, he slips into depression and sorrow. He complains about how his life is worthless and what a bad and sinful man he is. Not a pretty sight. By the 9th glass, he starts to get paranoid. You can't really talk to him then. Usually around that time, I try to slip a restorative potion into his glass to sober him up. The restorative tastes pretty foul, but it does the job. Works instantly and makes a man sober as an imperial judge. Dutong's guard keeps a vial handy at all times, just in case. The guard gave me a few vials so I could slip them into Dutong's wine when he starts to get paranoid. Keeps him from getting out of hand. No problem. We have 2 sorts of wine here. Peasant's wine and Imperial seasoned spirits. The peasant's wine is pretty weak, but that's usually what Dutong drinks. The Imperial seasoned spirits are a lot stronger. 1 bowl of that is worth 3 bowls of peasant's wine. And if Dutong gets too drunk, I have the restorative to sober him up. One drink for Master Dutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you? One drink for Master Dutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you? One drink for Master Dutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you? Good, good. Go speak to Dutong. If he's not drunk enough, or if he's too drunk, come back and see me and I'll mix him up another drink. We'll get him to admit he's a cheat and a sneak. Then old Mother Quan will be back in charge, and I won't ever have to give out another bit of bad advice.
What do you want? You come to mock me? Come to laugh at the tragedy that is the life of Three Sheets Dutong? No, not the writ. Let's not talk about that. It's my secret shame. The thought of that writ brings tears to my eyes. It tears at my poor, miserable soul. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Confess my sins. Then I'll feel better. Oh, I'm a despicable person. A bad, bad man. The writ, it's a fake. A forgery. I made it all up!
Buzz, what are you saying? I better sober you up.
restorative potion. Oh! That stuff tastes like vomit baked in a glaze of goat hair and garnished with a sprinkling of horse dung. And now I have the strangest memory. As if I... Oh no. Did I say anything to you, stranger? Anything about, oh, I don't know, an imperial writ? What? No, I never said any such thing.
I heard what you said, Dutong. I knew you cheated Mother Quan out of this place, and now we have proof. You can't get out of this now.
Ah, I see what you're after. Oh yes, 3 Sheets Dutong was not born yesterday, or the day before that. Indeed, we are speaking the language of commerce. I will give you a great deal of silver to keep this little secret from getting out. Lots of silver for both of you, if you keep quiet about this.
I don't know, Dutong. I could really use the silver, but Mother Quan is such a nice old lady, I'm just not sure what to do. Right, of course. What was I thinking? Old Mother Quan's a good woman. She deserves to have her tea house back.
Boss, people aren't gonna like us when they find out what you did. Maybe we should get out of here.
That's the smartest thing you've said since I hired you. Let's go.
Well done. It'll be nice to have Old Mother back in charge again. You should tell Mother Quan she got her tea house back. Now things can go back to the way they were.
I knew you would make the right choice. We share the same master, and he taught us both well.
Верно. Добродетель у нас в ДНК, можно сказать. Ну что ж, идем дальше. Надо, во-первых, доложить ей о том, что она теперь владелица снова.
Hello again, dearie. I hope you're having a nice time here in in Master Dutong's tea house. A forgery, are you certain? That scoundrel! No wonder he left here so fast. Cheating an old woman out of her hard-earned living. The very nerve. People, listen to me. Master Dutong has left. For good. And thanks to this brave young man here, the tea house is mine again.
Hooray for Mother Quan! Her tea house is back in business!
You've given me back the only thing I ever cared about. And you've done a service for this town, too. I'm going to turn this place back into a respectable quality tea house. I don't have much. The only reward I can offer is my humble thanks. That and a promise that you will always be welcome here at Old Mother Quan's.
Praise the Emperor! Old Mother Quan is back in charge, and I'm back steeping tea where I belong. No more giving out bad advice for me.
Вот еще одно благое дело сделано. И мне это вновь доставляет неимоверное удовольствие, так же, как вот я при перепрохождении Котора. Там каждое благое дело это меня бодрило. Вот.
I suppose you have done a just thing here, but remember, Sun Li needs you, and he is in terrible danger. You have important tasks before you. You really shouldn't waste your time here in this tea house. The Lotus Assassins are searching the ruins for the missing piece of your amulet. You must find the pieces before they do. It is said that the water dragon is the shepherd of the dead and a symbol of life and restoration. Beyond that is philosophy and not for a soldier to know.
As you see, I know little about the celestial powers. I knew less before Sun Li asked this service of me. I thought such beings were beyond physical assault. I was mistaken. I don't know how the attack was made or what blade could cut the heart from a god, but I do know that any man who would attempt such a plan is arrogant beyond imagining. Remember, go to the ruins and claim the amulet before the Lotus Assassins do. You will need it to survive the trials that lie ahead.
Но прежде чем мы это сделаем, мы сначала разберемся с кое-какой забегаловкой мрачной.
I'm so glad that old mother is back in charge. She deserves this tea house, and honestly, this tea house needs her.
I may be drunk, but that doesn't mean I am a drunk, because I'm not. Well, just a little bit. But I'm brave, too. I'm going to go close the Great Dam and save the town. I'll be a hero. That'll show 'em. Well, that'll show 'em all. I just need another drink to get my courage up. Wine! Someone bring me more wine!
You've been saying that for 3 days, Rue. Minister Shang's already looking for other people to close the dam, and you'll look a fool after all your boasts.
I doubt that man could open a door, never mind a dam.
Look at these town folk glaring at us. It ain't our fault we're stuck here.
Can't you just leave an old man in peace? Sorry doesn't come from much. Sorry can't erase our mistakes. Sorry can't change the past. Nothing. It's not important. Not anymore. Just leave me alone.
Ух, с этим старикашкой будет связан очень грустный сайд-квест.
Leave Zhang alone.
Zhang, you can't stay up here forever. This isn't your home. You need to come back with me to the farm.
No! Zhang not want to go home. Zhang doesn't want to see orcs.
It wasn't your fault. It was an accident. I need you back at the farm. Now let's go, Zhang.
No! Leave Zhang alone, or Zhang get angry and smash things!
No. Please don't, Zhang. I'll just go over here and leave you alone. What? Oh, hello there. Don't let Zhang bother you. He's really quite harmless. He's just a little upset right now. I am Dong Ping, Zhang's employer. Zhang works on my farm, but the other day he accidentally killed one of my oxen, and since then he has refused to come back. Some of the patrons here are unnerved by his size. I'm worried that if he doesn't leave with me soon, the owners may take matters into their own hands. If he gets hurt, or worse, I'll be ruined. I can't run the farm without him, but I don't know what else to do. He won't listen to me. You will? I must warn you. Zhang is, well, he's very strong-willed and very strong. I am grateful for your help, but please, be careful. Zhang the ox carrier came by his name honestly. I would hate to see him hurt you, or anybody else for that matter. Speak softly to him, and you should be okay.
Go away! Zhang not want to speak to you. Zhang kill ox. Zhang too strong, too rough with ox. Zhang not want to hurt ox. Zhang only playing. Now Zhang cries for ox. Ox like to play with Zhang. Ox like it when Zhang throw her in the air and catch her. Zhang missed. Zhang dropped Ox on her head. Ox is dead. Ox was Zhang's friend. Zhang killed a friend and now Zhang is bad. Master already have another ox. Poor ox. Zhang killed Ox's sister. Now Ox won't like Zhang anymore. Zhang is lonely? Ox must be lonely too. Maybe Ox will forgive Zhang and we be friends again. I will go and see. You have been nice to Zhang. Zhang liked you. Zhang hope you have good day.
Thank you so much. I was at my wit's end. You've done me a great service today. Come, Zhang. Let's go home.
Zhang coming. Zhang go home now.
Thank you for convincing that poor ogre to leave. Such a sad story, really. He certainly seemed harmless enough, but the customers were leery of him. Here, this is a little something to thank you for your help.
Мне что нравится, то что в этом квесте нам становится понятно то, что огры... В общем, они не безмозглые создания в Нефритовой империи.
Do you mind? I'm in no mood for company given my present state of despondency. I am at the stage of my life in which I long for companionship. A wife with intellect and refinement comparable but just slightly inferior to my own. Unfortunately, this town presents scant opportunity for a suitable match. Seamstresses, barmaids, peasants. I may as well marry the harlots selling themselves in the street. Or perhaps everyone else's standards are far too low. I shall not allow myself to be saddled with a marriage of convenience. Not when I deserve so much more. Your jibes, canary, prick the armor of my pride. They are blunted barbs forged by the sputtering flames of your lesser intellect. Farewell. Perhaps we shall speak again, if you ever tire of the braying and neighing of these barnyard animals.
Он один из двух вариантов для разрешения того квеста, где пекаря Бэя избивают, а помощники девушки, которую он в детстве пообещал, что типа на ней женится. Вот. Но он повзрослел, забыл об этом обещании, потому что оно было давным-давно. А она восприняла это настолько серьезно, что вот обижена на то, что он типа пошел дальше по своей жизни и обещание с детства не сдержал. Вот, и поэтому, когда мы отговорим ее от того, чтобы она перестала преследовать этого мужчину, который уже женат, нам надо будет найти ей мужа. И у нас будет два варианта. Либо вот этот мудак, либо добрый, простой фермер. Я всегда, конечно же, выбираю фермера для нее, потому что этот точно не подходит, никому не подойдет.
我上次一送了个报告。我估计他上班了，是个个阿沃卡蒂亚，我那发达些。 Niwupa ia kupu sa ia Elworth kraka ia nano uksaro isowak mikano wo napia shathia uko. Piat shathia kraka ia nano uksaro wo nofatase ia. Ika kahia wo noka kihia ia wo shathia oko uki ia ayayuya wai. Woso awi ia ni tu wo uksumpuno. Piat shathia kraka ia nano uksaro wo nofatase ia. Wasrafno sositu noko ota napia ifa ia ok. Kutkosi wiwa ia wo nawa ia ifa wia oka wikino. Wo noa ia sususatia sonsifonia sonsi ifok. Niwupa ia kupu sa ia Elworth kraka ia nano uksaro isowak mikano wo napia shathia uko. Wo noa ia sususatia sonsifonia sonsi ifok. Ia. Wowo ia kukwania sinia ia. Piat shathia kraka ia nano uksaro wo nofatase ia. Noko wo ifawia ok kun one wipifia. Kutkosi wiwa ia wo nawa ia ifawia oka wikino. Wasrafno sositu noko ota napia ifa ia ok. Wo kuketita sumpono sukokot awokatia wo nofatase ia. Niwu sosawa ia wak tasi noni nano yoka napia ifa ia ok. Kutkosi wiwa ia wo nawa ia ifa wia oka wikino. Tofara ia wo sa ia wo koko kapikita wo sa ia sawa fonia ok. Okniko fia apania sasa tatasi noni nano yok yowia sonsi ia wo yowia. Piershat uk ni uksa ia sunpuno kahon wo ushashia uksa hiaka. Wo kuketita sumpono sukokot awokatia wo nofatase ia. Wowo ia kukwania sinia ia. Ika kahia wo noka kihia ia wo shathia oka uki ia ayayuya wa. Niwu sosawa ia wak tasi noni nano yoka napia ifa ia ok. Noko wo ifawia ok kun one wipifia. Woso awi ia ni tu uksumpuno. Utatsa ia oka yowe ia fonia sisa ia trusta pafawe ia towia.
Занятный квест. И его всегда лучше выполнять, когда все три показателя заполнены. То есть здоровье, мана и фокус. Вот. Только в этом случае можно будет пережить это задание. Так, он мне дал... О! Так, давай тогда... Вот это уберем, вот это поставим. Мгм. Ну что ж, идем дальше. Так, ну я думаю, прежде чем мы пойдем к местному министру, надо сначала, пожалуй, выполнить квест касательно бедолаги и пекаря Бэя. А, вот тут еще, кстати, есть интересные два персонажа, которые в уме играют, ну, в своего рода шахматы. Вот, и каждый из них тебе... В общем, один из них является последователем пути открытой ладони, а другой из сжатого кулака. И в зависимости от того, какого пути придерживаешься ты можешь выучить определенный стиль у одного из них. Вот. То есть, по идее, если ты хочешь заполучить все боевые стили в игре, а тут есть, кстати, НГ+, то вот надо пройти за доброго и злого. Но этого я, естественно, делать не буду. У меня рука не поднимется. Так, тут вроде бы ничего нет. Можно вот только оглядеться. Вон там другие дома тоже находятся. Видимо, это у них местная Венеция. Когда уровень воды нормальный, то там эти дома вдалеке, они, скорее всего, ну, буквально находятся на воде.
Look at all these people here. When my old father told me to come to the big city, he never warned me about the crowds. Back on the farm, I ain't never seen so many people and buildings in one place. Except for livestock. But I guess they ain't people. Or buildings. My name's Tian, but everyone calls me Big Tian because I'm so big. I came to the city to try to find me a wife. So far it's not going so good. You wouldn't happen to know any pretty young gals, would you? Someone who'd want to come live on the farm with me? Well, that's a real shame. If you run across any nice gals, do me a favor and mention my name to them. Big Tian. You have a nice day now.
Вот этого товарища мы и выберем в качестве жениха для той бандитки. Потому что тот козел из чайного домика вообще не годится. Ни для кого. С его-то отношением. Не дай бог. Так. Вот они.
You taught me much, Jian, but the most valuable lessons were learning where you were wrong. 17th square of the Lion, if you please. You are being rude, Jian. We have a guest. Let us place the game on hold a moment. Surely you know of Yi, the capturing game? Played on a board of 19 rows and columns, the black and white pieces capture territory for their player.
Мне вот интересно, а вот эта вот игра, в которую не играет, она когда-нибудь была задумана разработчиками, ну, как мини-игра в Нефритовой империи? Типа Пазаака из Коттера. Может, у них просто времени не хватило добавить ее.
Do not be so hasty, Jian. You did not turn me aside all those years ago. Jian the Iron Fist isn't honestly going to let this one walk away, is he? If you don't say anything, then I will, you old goat. I too see strength, but also the capacity for understanding the world and your place in it. You could prove an interesting pupil. He would like nothing more than to have you as a student. But show me that you walk the way of the open palm, and I will teach you the mysteries of Stone Immortal. Always a pleasure to talk to another warrior. My game of Yi with Jian can wait a moment. What can I do for you? You know my name. That's really all that's important, isn't it? Not many know of my exploits outside of the prosperous East. I was once his student, until I decided I couldn't agree with all of his teachings. He was an excellent master, but I couldn't follow his philosophies. 20 years have passed since we parted ways, and while we disagree on principle, I can't help but feel some affection for the old man. This is why we only meet once a year to play Yi. Jian the Iron Fist is best taken in small doses. A wonderful province, and yes, one that I call home. You should visit sometime and see the wonders of Phoenix Gate. Of course, the Imperial City still stands as the greatest city, but Phoenix Gate has its own charms. Standing on the sea of glass, it is a hub of trade. Each year, Jian and I make our way here to the Seat of Heaven province to meet for a few days of Yi. It's something of a ritual. It was nice to talk for a while. Stone Immortal allows you to control the earth itself. It is not easy to master. To understand the earth, you must be aware of all things around you and understand that they are all connected in one way or another. That is why Stone Immortal is only taught to those who follow the way of the open palm. Our sense of harmony aids us in persuading the earth to serve as our ally.
Грубо говоря, мы можем стать ТОВ из Аватара. И поэтому хорошо, что я следую пути открытой ладони.
You have some understanding of the way of the open palm, but Stone Immortal is not easily taught. Return to me when you feel you understand the way of the open palm. Then you will be ready.
Ах, надо все-таки еще побольше набрать светлой стороны.
When you feel that you sufficiently understand the way of the open palm, return to me.
Я думаю, этого квеста с загадочной забегаловкой должно быть достаточно. После него можно будет к ней подойти еще раз. И там видно будет.
Hey, Baker Bay. How are you today?
Go away! I told you I want no part of this. Tell Eiling to leave me alone.
If you want to tell Eiling something, go tell her yourself. In the meantime, we have our orders. Nothing personal. It's a little personal with me. I like sticking your face in the gutter. Hold on a sec. We've got company. You're a little too interested in our business, friend. Looks like we gotta teach you to back off when Eiling's boys are working.
Legendary strike!
Focus.
Staff!
Мне что нравится, здесь очень по-анимешному. Когда ты переключаешься между стилями, твой персонаж выкрикивает их названия, как будто выполняет техники как аниме-персонаж. Мне это очень нравится.
They might have killed me if you hadn't stepped in. Thank you. I never expected such help from a stranger. You spoke to Lan? How humiliating. My fiancé must have told you I can't protect myself. The woman I love doesn't have faith in me? Oh, the shame. I'll never live this down. Yes, you're right, of course. I suppose I can't fault Lan for being worried about me. I've taken some serious beatings lately. I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. I'm just worried about Lan. She's very emotional. I've done my best to try and keep her from becoming involved in this. Those thugs are acting on Eiling's orders. She's the head of their gang. They have a small hideout in the boathouse. Eiling and I were friends when we were children, but we drifted apart as we grew up. She fell in with some rough people, as you've already seen. Ever since I got engaged, Eiling has become obsessed with me. Every day she sends her thugs to beat me up. She says she won't stop until I go talk to her. She's obviously crazy. I've done nothing to her. We haven't even spoken in years. If I go to her hideout to talk to her, I'm afraid that I'll never come out. At least the beatings on the street are out in public. They won't kill me in front of witnesses. Well, not on purpose anyway. No. Lan's very emotional. I didn't want her to get upset. At first, I didn't tell her anything at all. But I couldn't hide my bruises forever. So I told her about the beatings. But even then, I didn't mention Eiling. It's bad enough what's happening to me. I was afraid if Lan became more involved, Eiling might hurt her too. I'm being completely honest, I swear. I know how this looks. You must think I've done something to deserve this, but I have no idea why Eiling is after me. Thank you so much. Eiling and her thugs are in the boathouse. Please just ask her to leave me alone. All we want is to live our lives in peace.
Ну что ж. Вот сейчас и будет выяснена правда. И вся нелепость этой ситуации будет раскрыта.
This here's a private club. Members only. Why didn't you say so in the first place? Go on in. They'll unlock the door for you.
Be careful in here. I don't relish the idea of fighting my way out of this place.
So, I hear you helped out Baker Bay today. Gave my boys a bit of a lesson, didn't you? You'd think after all the beatings I gave them over the years they'd be used to losing. But they're still taking it pretty hard. Maybe the humiliation will be good for them. Everyone thinks that Bay and that little seamstress make such a nice couple. But Bay already promised to marry me. I know what you're thinking. Why would Bay want to marry someone like me? I may not be a delicate little flower like Lon, but I don't want to run this gang forever. Someday I want a husband, maybe a little house, kids too. Bay promised to give me all that. He promised to marry me, and now he's trying to weasel out of it. But a promise is a promise. I won't forget that, even if he tries to. Yeah, okay. If he has the guts to come here and face me, I'll talk to him. But I'm not going to let him weasel out of his promise.
Lan, what are you doing here?
I figure we better get all the secrets out, Bay. If Lon's going to marry you, she should know what kind of man you really are.
She said there was something I need to know, Bay. What's going on? What is she talking about? What? Bay, how could you?
I didn't. It's a lie. I haven't spoken to her in years. Not since we were kids.
Don't pretend like you don't remember, Bay. It was summer, and we were sitting on a little raft catching fish. I was upset because Li Shun had called me ugly. I was crying, so you took my hand and said, "I think you're pretty, Eiling. And someday when we're grown up, I'll marry you."
What? But that was years ago. We were kids. We were only 6 years old. You can't hold me to that. Kids say all kinds of things, Eiling. Remember when you took my frog and I called you a bully? You swore you'd never speak to me again. But that same day you gave me the frog back. You said you'd never, ever, ever do anything to make me unhappy. Kids always say things like that. It doesn't mean anything.
It meant something to me, Bay. You were the only boy who didn't tease me, the only one I liked. You promised to marry me, and you're going to keep that promise. Well, yes, I did say that. But that was when we were still friends. Now he pretends like he doesn't even know me. He's changed. Yes, but Well, you're right. I know you're right. Bay's right. We were just kids. I guess I can't hold him to his promise. You win, Lon. Bay is yours.
If I had more, I would gladly give it to you. But my family isn't rich. This dowry is all I have. Please, take it with my thanks.
After all you've done for us, now you are letting Lan keep her dowry as well? Your generosity knows no bounds. I'm overwhelmed.
You've done so much for us, and we've given you so little. Wait, I know. We will name our first child after you to honor your memory.
I'm glad everything worked out for you two, and I'm sorry, Bay. I don't know what came over me. When I heard you and Lon were getting married, I just snapped.
It's okay, Eileen. I hope things work out for you.
Come on, Bay. Let's go.
Ну что ж, помогли этим. Теперь надо будет помочь ей. Так.
I hope things work out for Bay and Lon. After everything I put them through, they deserve it. I don't know what came over me. It's just... Bay was my last chance to have a family. My only chance to find a husband. When I heard he was engaged, I realized I'd never get out of this life I've created. What respectable man would ever want to marry a girl like me? Even the lummoxes in my gang would only do it because they're afraid of me. This town is short on eligible bachelors as it is. I mean, there are a few guys out there I know of, but none of them would be interested in me. I have a reputation around town, and having my boys beat up Bay didn't help any. Any half-decent man would probably run if they saw me coming. Huh. You really think you can pull this off? Tell you what. You find me a decent husband, and I'll make it worth your while. My, business ventures have been very profitable. But don't think I'm desperate enough to settle for just anyone. I've got my standards. And I'd have to meet him first, of course. The only reason I was interested in Bay was because I figured he was my only chance of ever finding a husband. And I knew he was a decent guy. It's not like he was the love of my life or anything. It just seemed like a logical choice. There's not a lot of options in this town. Yeah, right. The pickings in Tien's Landing are mighty slim for a girl like me. But if you find someone, just bring him back so I can meet him. And, well, good luck.
Хорошо то, что он рядом. Тот, кто ей действительно нужен.
Hello again. I ain't had much luck finding myself a wife yet, but I'll keep trying. Big Tian's old father didn't raise himself no quitter. You do? That's great! Is she pretty? Is she a nice, simple gal who'll help me out on the farm and keep me warm at night? Well, let's go meet her. You better lead the way, 'cause I don't know where we're going. Wow, you sure are pretty. And you got a real nice club here for you and your friends. My name's Tian, but everyone calls me Big Tian because I'm so big.
Big! Yes, I can see that. Well, Big Tian, my name's Eiling. I haven't seen you around town before. I'd remember someone like you.
Yeah, I ain't never been to the big city before. Usually I stay out on my farm, but my old father told me it's time to get me a wife, so... You want to get married now?
You aren't really the sharpest knife in the rack, are you, Tian?
Hey, that's what my old father always says about me. He also says the key to farming is hard work and happy thoughts.
A farm, eh? I've spent my whole life living in the town. I'm not sure I want to leave Tian's Landing. I can't argue with that. And I'm the kind of woman who doesn't mind getting her hands dirty with a little hard work.
That's good, 'cause sometimes you get real dirty out on the farm. Especially when it rains.
I think I'd like to talk to Tian a little bit more. In private. We need to get to know each other better. You lived up to your part of the bargain and brought me a decent prospect. So I'll live up to mine. Here's the silver I promised you.
Woo-wee! Where'd a young gal like you get all that silver?
Tian, there's a lot I have to tell you.
Ну что ж, помогли сразу же двум парам обрести счастье. И это очень приятно. Так, теперь посмотрим, может быть, я уже достаточно светлый, чтобы научиться управлять землей. Он уже, кстати, эту позу поменял на этом экране. И, кстати, если вот постоять, не двигаясь, у меня должно появиться свечение. Такой типа нимб над головой. Вот. Вот, на ютубе я потом смотрел, когда, ну, из любопытства прохождения за злого, там, в общем, если долго стоять и не двигаться, там из тени твоего персонажа начнут расти щупальца, как будто он ктулху какой-то или что-то вроде того.
Always a pleasure to talk to another warrior. My game of Yi with Jian can wait a moment. What can I do for you? You have some understanding of the way of the open palm, but Stone Immortal is not easily taught. Return to me when you feel you understand the way of the open palm. Then you will be ready.
Нет, этого ей оказалось еще недостаточно. Ну, значит, надо будет сначала выполнить хотя бы миссию с загадочной забегаловкой, где будет такой небольшой элемент хоррора. Один из моих любимых квестов в игре.
These docks remind me of the fishermen in Two Rivers. A shame we will never see them again.
Так, насколько я помню, здесь есть одна гимнастка, которая продает хорошие техники. Вот она.
Hello there, stranger. I haven't spotted you around Tian's Landing before. You've come at a bad time, what with the dam being open and all. Regardless, it's good to meet you. I'm Darting Lynx, the acrobat. Unfortunately, I'm not putting any shows on in Tian's Landing, if that's why you're here.
Точно не гимнастка, а акробат. Акробатка, наверное, все-таки.
You know, feats of balance and precision, delicate routines to shock and amaze. Whatever brings some silver, really. I travel around the countryside putting on acts and sometimes teaching people a few tricks. Hey, now that I think of it, you're a warrior, right? I may not be putting on any shows here, but I could teach you a few techniques to improve your balance and speed if you're interested. It's not much of a story, really. It's just a stage name I picked up when I first started practicing acrobatics. I was quite young, and my master felt I was a little too fast for my own good. You dart like a lynx, he would say, but you balance like a drunken frog. He taught me to slow my movements and really focus on what I was doing, but his nickname for me stuck. I'd be happy to. I'll be leaving Tian's Landing someday soon, and silver always helps the trip go smoother. Let's see what I can teach you.
Так, для начала продадим. Так, ну вот интимидация мне точно не нужна. Я этим не занимаюсь. Это для злого пути. Но вот это на самом деле тоже бесполезный гем. Так. Уф. 4250 серебра. Так, сначала-то начнем вот с этого, потом это. Так, теперь это. И Balance of Nature. Отлично, на все хватило.
Hello. You do not need to speak with me. I am just Merchant Xiang's assistant. Perhaps someday I will be Merchant Xipeng, mightiest merchant of Tian's Landing. But for now, I am just an assistant, not worthy of your honorable time.
А, да, я помню. Когда мне дадут задание по тому, чтобы вернуть в воду, ну, поднять уровень воды, чтобы начали плавать корабли, этот засранец вот с гигантской монетой у себя на шее, вот этот вот, он ко мне потом подойдет и скажет, что а давай-ка ты не будешь этого делать. Лучше сломай то устройство, которое контролирует дамбу, и тогда я смогу на горе этих людей зарабатывать дальше. Но, естественно, мы этого делать не будем.
Stop right there. I gave you 2 extra duty. Get back to that galley and start cleaning.
We don't have to listen to you, Ing. You're a captain without a ship. She's nothing but a landlocked house now.
I will discover a way to free this ship. Until then, you'd better follow orders.
I've had enough of you and your orders.
Now get back in that ship! I'm your captain, understand?
Well, you're still the captain, for now. But if you don't get us out of this town soon, you're going to have a mutiny on your hands. Then we'll see what's what.
If you've come to complain about my men, I don't want to hear it. When Minister Sheng gets the Great Dam closed, we'll be happy to leave. Until then, we're stuck here. I'm Captain Ing. This is my ship, the Lucky Knight. She's a fine vessel, or was. But now that the Great Dam is open, the Lucky Knight is stranded here along with me and my men. We're sailors. We don't belong on land. If we could just get our ship back on the water, everything would be fine. But that won't happen until someone finds a way to close the dam. If I leave the ship, my men will have Tien's Landing in flames. The locals think the dam is haunted, and Minister Sheng can't find anyone brave enough to risk closing it. The moment I saw you, I knew you were the fearless sort. I hoped you would offer to help. It shames me to need the help of a stranger. I'm not a rich man, but my reputation, my ship, and my men are worth everything I can give. Close the dam and free us, and I'll give you all the silver I have. You won't get too far if you don't speak to Minister Sheng first. The dam is located in the ruins, but a pair of massive gates blocks the way. Only Sheng has the key. He's in the town square. You'll see him standing in front of a cart. Just don't ask him about the burned-out building nearby.
I sense an embarrassing story. It is good to know that we should avoid the subject.
It really isn't important. Just get that key from him and close the Great Dam. Good luck. I'm not used to needing help from others. It's hard for me to say this, but thank you.
Еще одна возможность сделать благое дело. Опять же, я люблю игры BioWare за это. За возможность проявить свою доблесть, свою доброту, свою честь. Постоять за слабых, помочь беззащитным. Спасти целый город. Это мой личный источник эндорфина. Так, а вот здесь, по-моему, меня особо ничего не ждет, потому что вот тип, который там стоит, вот этот вот, он мне задание не даст, потому что ему нужен последователь сжатого кулака, коим я не являюсь.
Finally, someone stronger than these cowed peasants. This town disgusts me. I am Scholar Six Heavens, and I need someone who possesses great strength and skill. What I do not need, however, is someone who walks the way of the open palm. I can read in every movement that you would protect the weak and coddle the poor. They must protect themselves. You see? Your every action and each word tells me that you are not the person I need. If I can see by your actions that you understand the way of the closed fist, I promise to make it worth your while. Otherwise, I will not waste any more time with you.
Твоя потеря, мужик.
What do you want? Can't you see we're busy drinking here? Gotta wash away our sorrows. It's no fun being trapped in this town. We don't know nobody, we ain't seen our families in months, and now we're stuck here. That'd drive anyone to drink. Okay then.
Вот если память не изменяет, вот этот мужик в желтом, он вроде бы как дает задание расправиться вот с этими с пьяницами. И расправиться с ними по-плохому. Так что, как я уже говорил в случае Коттера, если бы его или Нефритовую империю переиздали на современные платформы и добавили трофеи, ну, достижения, ачивки, я бы там, скорее всего, никогда бы не выбил ни платину, ни 100%. Называйте как хотите, но наверняка в такой игре для этого дела пришлось бы... Были бы, в общем, достижения, где надо пройти за обе стороны. А я слишком морален для того, чтобы следовать пути закрытого кулака или темной стороны силы.
Pretty.
Wo affaweer sun urk vonir ook. Ook zeer sa feet kup wosarkir.
Put that sword back, lout! Surely there was never a minister as unlucky as Minister Sheng to suffer such insolence.
Koni onu you tashika wheel fonil Satharaponi?
And still poor Minister Sheng suffers the insults of tradesmen who know nothing of justice. Where would I put the lout? My jail has been burned to the ground, along with my office, I might add. I have no place to put thieves, so stop questioning your betters.
Да, весьма нелепый министр.
This is bad. Oh, this is bad. River dried up, pirates everywhere. This is worse than the long drought.
Yeah, get on with your day, youngster. We're just passing time.
Is the Emperor really 10 feet tall? Does he really float? Is he really so beautiful that he makes people cry? Is he?
Нет. Император довольно-таки ужасный человек. Эх, но никто этого не знает. Пока что.
Sun puno onu yusir taikunpa ibnano pir ni wonun. Wono wir efuir uk sum nordfonir sier sisitu. Satha afsoir uk napir anigir ninpir. Owo sair u yukab tantharundano wo tarwair shafir owo. Wo kausoir noka wowo tarwair shaksir o finopifu. Wono wir efuir uk sum nordfonir sier sisitu. Satha afsoir uk napir anigir ninpir. Uso sier uthak tarwair shafir owosu. Wo quair ano uyu, kubkithir soso wawer wakwakir towir wo.
А, нет, я ошибся. С теми тремя пьяницами мы сейчас вот как раз и поговорим, чтобы разрешить этот квест. А так как он подвыпивший, тот мужик с ним будет значительно проще разобраться.
You again. What do you want now? Can't you see we're busy? Figurine? You mean that clay statue? Pretty little thing. I just borrowed it for a while. I didn't steal it. My ma used to have figurines like that. I ain't seen her in a long time. I really miss her. I just borrowed the figurine to remind me of her. A gift from his mom? Oh, geez, I guess he probably wants it back, huh? Here, take the figurine. I don't mean it cause no trouble. I just missed my ma is all. I ain't crying. I just got something in my eye. I gotta go back to the boat now. Come on, boys, let's go.
Вот и все. Быстро и мирно разрешили ситуацию. Никаких проблем. Здорово, конечно, что тут еще такие вот водопадики есть в этой деревне. И тут прям видно, куда эта вода стекает потом. Здорово. Несмотря на то, что городок запустел, и благодаря бродящим по нему NPC, и благодаря вот такой вот, как это сказать, движущейся природе, этот довольно-таки простенький в визуальном плане и в плане графической глубины городок все равно ну, радует и глаз, и уши, и душу, и сердце.
Konionuyu, kokeir tatasinan. Sun puno onuyusir taikunpa ibnano pir ni wonun. Wo yakuptir, ni shin warwair, wo suir kak. Akwiwo ofir, san kasoir wo siyutana. Onuyuir napair, wo kwair shapshir fan onuyusair ikupan.
Может быть, сейчас она меня научит стилю. Либо все-таки эта тренировка, скорее всего, триггерится выполнением... триггерится тем, как ты выполнишь сюжетный квест с этой с дамбой. Я просто об этом позабыл.
Oh,
always a pleasure to talk to another warrior. My game of Yi with Jian can wait a moment. What can I do for you? You have some understanding of the way of the open palm, but Stone Immortal is not easily taught. Return to me when you feel you understand the way of the open palm. Then you will be ready. When you feel...
К сожалению, нет, все еще недостоин. Как и в случае с Мьёльниром, молотом Тора.
Hey? What do you want? I'm Wei. Some call me Old Wei, but that's because they don't know Old Chan. If I'm old, he's ancient. He's at least a week older than me. Of course, we're both pretty old compared to most of the people in Tien's Landing. Why, most of them don't even remember what it was like before the flood. 18 years ago, Emperor Sun was young and flush with success from ending the drought. He began public works all over the empire, including the Great Dam downriver. The workmen came and started building it near our town. We were not engineers, and so we were not sure what it would mean. Some worried that it might flood us out. Most were unconcerned. After all, if there were any danger, the Emperor would tell us, surely. One day, the Great Dam was finished, and the floodgates were closed. The town flooded. We took what we could and fled. Mothers ran about screaming for their children who'd gone out to play. Children screamed for their dogs. Some folks climbed to the roofs of their houses and refused to leave. We survivors straggled upriver. Some collapsed from exhaustion, but the water kept rising. I carried a boy and a girl, and I saw another boy fall, but I couldn't carry him. Finally, I fell over too, and when I woke, I found the water had stopped rising. The Great Dam had created an enormous lake, and we settled our new town on the banks. The lake completely covered the ruins of our town. Life went on, but no word ever came from the Imperial City. No warning, no explanation. Did we displease the Emperor, or were we just beneath his notice? I will never know. The crewmen who manned the Great Dam would come to town sometimes, but they knew no more than we. I will go to my grave, never knowing. The people started a new life here, but there was much pain and sorrow. Conversations would trail off. At night you could hear women sobbing, and not a few men. Finally, people stopped talking about the past, and then they refused to talk about it altogether. And eventually they pretended it never happened. A few months ago, the Emperor's engineers and soldiers left. They just went off in the night. Soon after, the Great Dam opened on its own. There wasn't anyone around. The water drained, revealing the old ruins. And underwater these 18 years. And now they're back. I don't know what made the Great Dam open. Some say it was ghosts. They say those who died in the town don't want to be forgotten. Oh, we don't know how. We're simple people, and the Great Dam is not a simple thing. They say there is magic involved in its construction. You look like you know how to fight. You look like you can stand up for yourself, so you don't understand. We are villagers. We farm and fish. We live at the mercy of the gods, nature, the emperor. If one or all of these masters is kind, it is good. If one or all choose to be cruel, well, there's nothing we can do about it. We just have to get the fish hauled in. Well, thank you for listening, youngster. Not many do anymore.
Sa iriagawak, kokonato si iri panoneniku.
You leave this youngster alone, you cantankerous old goat. He looks like he could put you down without a thought. Might do us all a favor. Get on with your day, youngster. We're just passing time.
Ah, I see the glint of intelligence, nobility, wisdom, consideration, and piety in your eye. A fine day to you. What can I sell you? Well, I make my living by knowing people. I can clearly see that you are of the finest sort. That is to say, the sort with silver ready in hand. Can I interest you in some seed? What about a pitchfork? I have hay as well. I'm afraid I do not. Just a few years ago, you could find wind maps everywhere, although only the rich needed them with their airship racing. Recently, the wind maps have disappeared. I know that when the Emperor's men left Tien's Landing, they took all the wind maps with them. There are those who say... but it is not important. Some say that Death's Hand is collecting all the wind maps and destroying them so that only he and his minions may travel freely about the Empire. However, I do not believe such talk. I believe firmly in the goodness, kindness, and wisdom of our Emperor and all those around him. Absolutely not. How dare you question our beloved Emperor? Absolutely not. Please stop talking to me. If you will desist from your traitorous talk, we can speak once more about buying and selling. I have the finest selection of seed, I carry excellent baskets, wonderful fish nets, and superb boat scrubbers. I have a cloak so warm it's like a weapon against the cold. I have scrubbers so good that it cleans like magic.
I am glad to hear you say what I was thinking.
A completely unfair assertion. After all, who wouldn't want a basket so big you can carry 2 babies in it? Very well. When you're ready to spend, I am ready to sell.
Язык у него подвешенный, конечно, с этим не поспоришь.
It is not easy to be Minister Shane, beset with troubles and doom, and now interrupted by some difficult stranger. But truly, can you not see that I am busy watching my career slide into oblivion? Minister Shane simply hasn't time for your petty concerns. I have problems of my own. This backwater pimple of a town lives off of the lake created by the Great Dam. But the Great Dam is open and the lake is dry. The town is dying. Under my supervision. I have nary a clue. Unless... very well, you've convinced me to talk. It is dangerous to say anything, but I am a brave man. it was that horrible Inquisitor, Lim. Lim oversees the Lotus Assassin operations in this area. A few weeks ago, he came to town and demanded a key to the ruins. Then his men went up there and opened the Great Dam. Inquisitor Lim has his assassins searching for something, though what it is I couldn't say. Minister Sheng knows better than to stick his nose in the business of the Lotus Assassins. I didn't want the town to panic, so I kept Lim's presence here a secret. Better the peasants think it was ghosts. A much less terrifying idea. Some brave soul must travel through the old ruins, which are absolutely not infested with ghosts, and close the Great Dam. The gate to the ruins is locked, but I have a key. I cannot order or even ask someone to go do this. If the Great Dam closes, the ruins will flood. Various assassins and soldiers will be killed. Not good for my career. But if I happen to lose the key and someone happened to find it, the town could be saved and the problem solved without any sanction from me. Think about what? I don't know what you're talking about. So, stranger, is there anything else Minister Sheng can do for you? Perhaps I could direct you to the historic ruins of our old town, which lie across the footbridge and out the west gate. Certainly a sight worth taking in. Strictly for interest's sake, of course.
Мне, кстати, кажется, или его озвучивает тот же мужик, что озвучивает этого вампира в Baldur's Gate 3. Голос очень знакомый.
Minister Sheng remembers when flyers were reserved for the wealthy elite of the Imperial City. Now pirates use them to raid the countryside. Disgraceful. I suppose in theory you could find a flyer at the pirate camp upriver. In practice, however, I doubt you would find the pirates very accommodating. I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yes, Rue is surely the only one who would make the trip. And then the pirates would kill you. Yes, yes, go and leave Minister Sheng alone to ponder his troubles. Now go close the Great Dam, and I never said that.
Will none of you brave the great southern forest?
Finally, someone approaches me. I was worried that this town's courage had drained away with the water.
You look like a man who is trained for combat. Would you like to put those skills to the test? Not personally, no. On behalf of Lord Yun, I'm here to find a skilled warrior who can deal with a unique problem. The great southern forest, which lies north of this village, suffers from a terrible disease. Every tree within its borders sickens, and the place is infested with ghosts of all manners. If we did, would I be here? Lord Yun, my master, seeks a way to open the forest again and make it safe for travel. He is prepared to reward whoever aids him. Our men are no match for the ghosts in the forest. Perhaps you are. As I said, the trees in the great southern forest sicken, and the paths fill with vicious ghosts. No caravan dares to travel its depths, cutting off huge sections of the south from the Empire's heart, and Lord Young collects no taxes when no one travels his lands. You must leave Tien's Landing via the gate and follow the roadway to the north. The forest is but a short journey away. and Lord Yun makes his camp at the base of a hill, which should be easy to find. The path there is relatively safe, but travel beyond his camp and things worsen considerably. Go safely, and remember what I've said. Lord Yun needs the help of able warriors like yourself.
Ну что ж, это хорошее место, чтобы на сегодня закончить с Нефритовой империей. Мы прошли практически все квесты в городе. Нам осталось только выучить стиль земли, стиль магии земли. Вот. А потом нам надо будет сюда вернуться, чтобы выполнить квест, который мы возьмем в руинах у призраков. Да, там будет очень грустный квест, связанный с призраками детей. Вот. И это я постараюсь все сделать завтра. То есть мы пройдем вот этот лес, где мы еще глубже окунемся в фэнтезийную часть Нефритовой империи. Мы буквально попадем на небеса и встретимся с небесной бюрократией местной. Это очень завораживающий в визуальном плане квест, который будет напрямую связан с очень подозрительной забегаловкой, где будет атмосфера буквально хоррора присутствовать. Вот. И после того, как мы пройдем лес, разберемся с этой проблемой, мы пойдем в руины. Кстати, в лесу мы найдем себе нового напарника, и в руинах потом еще одного нового напарника. Одного из самых интересных персонажей в этой игре. Это будет маленькая девочка, внутри которой сидят два демона. Один хороший, другой плохой. И ее личный сайд-квест будет связан с тем, чтобы мы помогли одному из этих двух демонов вышвырнуть другого из ее тела. Чтобы... Ну, хороший демон-то он с ней в гармонии существует. То есть он позволяет ей жить своей жизнью, но иногда берет под контроль ее тело, чтобы помогать мне. А злой демон хочет полностью взять контроль над бедной девочкой. Вот. И через ее тело творить нехорошие вещи. И, естественно, я буду помогать хорошему демону выдворить злого. Такие вот дела. Она является одним из моих самых любимых персонажей в этой игре. И мне будет приятно вновь помочь ей совладать со злым демоном, который поселился в ней. А почему в ней находятся два демона, это мы вместе с вами узнаем скоро. Вот. Ну, мы сделали много благих дел и продолжим их творить. Мы будем следовать пути открытой ладони. Так же, как и в Которе, мы следовали пути светлой стороны силы. Такова моя природа. Я люблю добро. Я люблю помогать. Неважно где, в видеоиграх, в реальной жизни. Это всегда приятно делать. Мой личный источник эндорфина. Так что в завершении стрима я пожелаю вам всем доброй ночи. И напомню о том, чтобы вы не забывали быть добрыми, в том числе. Будьте добры к самому себе. Будьте добры к окружающим. Вот. Заботьтесь о благополучии своем и своих близких. Потому что когда хорошо в жизни у вас, и этого добра у вас в жизни достаточно, у вас будет естественным образом возникать желание поделиться этим добром с остальными. И таким образом, в форме цепной реакции, вы запустите доброту по остальным. А они, в свою очередь, передадут ее другим. И чем больше людей будет счастливы, тем лучше будет наш мир. Так что не забывайте об этом. Всего вам доброго, будьте здоровы и будьте счастливы. И увидимся с вами завтра.